Hi there, Simon Byford here. So I thought I'd do a quick video today on Coach Camp Europe that I've just got back from. It was held in Roganstown, just outside Dublin, and it brought together 5 famous presenters and a load of PGA professionals and trainees who wanted to attend the course and see what these guys had to say. So it was held at, like I say, Roganstown Golf Club, and the 5 presenters were Martin Chuck, also known as Tour Striker, inventor of the Tour Striker training products, Dana Dahlquist, who you may or may not know from his social media fame. Go follow him on Instagram, he's got a lot of good things to say about the golf swing. Joe Mayo, also known as Trackman Maestro, also very knowledgeable, excellent person to follow on social media. You're going to learn a lot about the golf swing by following him. We also had Mark Crossfield, who many of the English guys and British guys will know from his YouTube fame and his celebrity status that he holds within the internet golfing industry. We also had Andrew Rice, who was the main host of the event, who runs very successful golf academies over in Western Savannah in America. Basically, it was a 2-day presentation. The first morning, each presenter gave an hour's presentation on whatever subject they wanted. So it was quite interesting, the subjects they chose, whether they chose business, they chose the golf swing, how to give a good lesson, how to make the golf swing easier for people. It was really fascinating to see what they decided their subject would be. I certainly learned a hell of a lot from that first morning. Got to know how the guys presented, how they all interact with each other. Then in the afternoon we had one student come in, and we all went down to the range, and each of the 5 pros got 8 minutes to assess the golfer and then write up an action plan of how they'd go about improving him. So again, very interesting to see how the guys visualised this guy's golf swing and how they were again going to improve how he played the game. We then had our evening to ourselves and then got back the next day, and again we had another presentation from each person on different business ideas and things that they could kind of help us along the way with our businesses, whether we were coaches, whether we wanted to be inventors of training aids or wanted to get into the social media business, YouTube, any of these things. It was great to hear how they've developed their business through their strengths. We then went out again to the range on the second day in the afternoon, and each of the presenters had a different student where they gave a 20-minute lesson, and it was fascinating to see them actually put their craft into practice, and also how the others interacted when one of them was coaching. So for example, when Joe was coaching his student, the other 4 presenters were definitely in there, committed, watching, seeing how he went about it, and then certainly learning for themselves. So it just goes to show, even though these guys are successful in their own rights, they were more than happy to be in there, learn and try and improve themselves.
Golfer moves the hand path out. It makes it a lot more easy to get the shaft to flatten. And we've already talked about flattening the shaft in transition with my presentation on trail shoulder. We already understand that. We
then broke for the evening. I was very lucky to be invited out to go to dinner with these guys. Had a lovely evening out in Dublin, into Temple Bar, usual sort of stuff that goes on in Dublin. Excellent night out. And I was also lucky enough to play 9 holes with Martin Chuck and Mark Crossfield, and again spend a bit of time in their company and actually see what makes them tick and how these guys conduct themselves and how their celebrity and the people that come up to them and approach them and how they deal with it. It was fascinating to see how they went it, and again very inspiring. So I think that would probably be the word that describes the whole thing. Very inspiring, very sort of motivating, and I've come back here to the basement golf studio to our little business that we have here, really keen to sort of push it along. So if you enjoy this video, please subscribe to our channels, PGA Life 365. You'll see our links down below. Get involved. If there's anything you'd like to see us make videos on, anything that you think other guys on YouTube are missing a trick on that we could maybe show to you guys, let me know. We'll do it for you. We'll have a go at everything. And yeah, I just want to say a big thank you to all the guys that were presenting, for Andrew to hosting the event, for Stephen Ennis, who was the host over in Ireland, producing the facilities, personally giving me access to these guys so I could sort of glean a bit of information from them. It was really fascinating. Thank you very much, and hopefully we'll do it all again next year.